Survival does make my skin itch. It makes my skin itch, bitch. Hey y'all, how are y'all? It's been a long time. It's been a long minuto. Do you hear me? Un poquito español. Okay, but no, in all seriousness, so like it has been a long time. And if you're new here, welcome to Rockin' with the Stars. I am Petra, your host, and I'm happy to be here. If you're returning, I appreciate y'all for not trying to crucify me for taking such a long hiatus, but I be needing that, y'all. I really be needing that long hiatus, and I feel like we're gonna get into that, especially as a creative and mystical and magical and just all around free spirit. I feel like more people don't talk about that, and I need more people to talk about that, because I be feeling like society be wanting to crucify us, society be wanting to shame us for not being consistent and for taking these breaks that we need. And I feel like this is a seasonal based like world, and everything works in seasons. Like nature works in seasons. Why shouldn't we work in seasons? So yeah, we gonna get into it, but thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate that. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, okay? But yeah, let's get into it, and I hope y'all stick around. I hope y'all, fuck with your girl. I hope y'all F with me, I just hope so. But yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about just how it has been for me in my reality, being such a free spirit and being somebody that is so creative, and have been constantly been wanting to find inspiration and has been lacking the inspiration or just the motivation to really like show up consistently. Yeah, I just been feeling in that headspace. So yeah, let's get into it. But I hope y'all have been feeling good. I hope y'all have been living well. And I'm looking forward to seeing all the people that want to join the Star Family. We are the Star Family, by the way. Okay, I missed that. We are the Star Family, and we're rocking with the stars because we're all from star systems, okay? So yeah, thank y'all. Y'all like my hair? Look at the color. Look at the boo-boo. Look at the bow. Like, just because you don't see me don't mean I don't be stepping on people's necks, okay? I be out here in real life stepping on necks. Just because y'all don't see me don't mean that I don't be stepping. I'm still Big Leo. Do you hear me? Still Big Leo. Do you hear me? Okay, let me stop. Let's get into it. If you're interested in tuning in and just wanting to hear my process and how I've been navigating my reality, especially during times where I'm just not inspired, definitely stick with me, okay? Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be the real honest. What you're gonna get here is truth, and that's just what it is. But enough about that. Let me just go ahead and dive into what I really want to talk about, because I have been feeling a little frustrated, and that's kind of, I feel like not many people show, especially creative people. I don't feel like a lot of creative people show the process and much of the journey on how they create, and in times where they're not creating, how they feel, how they get into that space to want to create more or create again. And when you're just in a season where you're just kind of like, I got nothing to give. Like, I have nothing to give you people. And I know I'm a creative person, but I have nothing to give you people in this season. And that's okay. Because that's kind of how I've been feeling. It's just been one of those things where, especially if you follow me along my journey, and like if you follow me on TikTok, you follow me here, I will have these like these, I don't know, like it'll just be like these bursts of consistency, and it will be a burst of like 3 months straight. I'm consistent. I'm posting 3 times a day. I'm just like showing up, giving y'all videos, giving y'all short clips, giving y'all all these things, long form content, short form content. I'm giving y'all all the things. I'm on YouTube Shorts. I'm on TikTok. I'm on TikTok Live. Like, it'll be like for 3-4 months straight. and then crickets. It be crickets. Petra, where are you? She's not here. Like, girl, Petra is not here. And oftentimes, like, I've been feeling like, especially on my journey, like, people that don't really understand my need for solitude and my need for everything to just be like, I just need everything silent. I just need everything to just go away. And then I would come back. Like, there's been people that took that personally and have felt obligated or even entitled to know where I'm at, what am I doing, why am I silent, all of these things. And it's just like, I'm not obligated to share with you my innate feeling to want to be in my own space right now, you know? Like, I'm not entitled, I'm not obligated to share any of that, because that's just my process. And that's why I feel like just joining any kind of creative hobby or creative way that you express, like, it's a spiritual thing. Like, everything is spiritual. So when you're even just creating content, like, it's so spiritual in the way that you do show up and the way that we create. It's a spiritual thing, and not every day you're gonna feel like you want to post, or it's not going to be a mechanical kind of way. And that's the way that I create. I don't create in a mechanical kind of way. I create in a free, seasonal, flowing way. And so when there is moments of drought and there's just moments of just nothingness, it's like, I don't beat myself up for that. Like, I don't just be like, you gotta push, you gotta lock in, you just gotta do it. I feel like that is just heavy masculine energy. And I'm just such a feminine goddess. Like, there's just nothing about my energy that gives strong masculine energy. It just doesn't. Like, yes, I have masculine energy. We all have masculine energy, but like, I feel like everybody walks around with percentages. You know, we each embody both masculine and feminine energy, but my feminine energy is really at the forefront, you know, of everything. Like, it almost gives like 80-20, like 80-20, you know, 70-30, you know, like, because my masculine be there. My masculine can handle, my masculine is a big dog. You hear me? Like, I can stand across another like fully masculine energy and I can be like, oh, okay. You feel me? Like, I can pull my masculine energy out if I need to, you know, in certain circumstances in different areas and spaces. But I'm a deeply feminine goddess. Like, I'm so feminine. Like, and the way that I just move is very flow state. It's just a flow state, and I don't force it, and I don't like to force it. Now, if it's required for my masculine energy to step up, oh yeah, my masculine energy gonna be there, you know? But the way that I navigate the world is never through pushing. It's never that. Like, and I feel like society has really just conditioned us to think that masculine energy all the time, 24/7, is just the way that you can be successful. And I don't think so. Like, I really feel like I'm for matriarchy. Okay, do you hear me? Like, I don't care. I feel like, you know, masculine energy did what it needs to do. You know, I feel like it all plays a role. But the way systems have been created and all the things in such a toxic masculine energy, it's not even a true divine masculine embodiment of, you know, masculine energy. It's not true. It's just a skewed way that masculinity has been operating this entire time. And so me being such a feminine person, it's like, I've always felt like I'm just a round little peg trying to fit into a square hole. Like, and it's just like, it don't work out. It doesn't work out. Like, I can act like it works, you know, and I can outdo everybody that thinks they're fucking square holes. Like, you know, square pegs. I can do it very well. Do you feel me? But I feel like it's just an inauthentic way of me, like, of my fullest expression. And so it goes back to like how I've been feeling on just creatively. Like, I don't create just to create. And I know the advice that I was given was just like, sometimes you just have to start creating and then boom, the inspiration comes. But it's just like, no, because for me to do anything is based off of intention. Like, if I'm just not in a mood, if I don't want to do anything, if I feel like I don't want to, like, I need to be more so living, then I'm gonna do that. I need to live. I need to have more experiences. I need to have more conversations. I need to see more things that really light me up. I just feel like that's just not a true embodiment of the way that I operate in life, you know? And so when it's forced down my throat to create just to create, or to just do anything just to do it, like, it just takes away from like my authentic expression, because I'm not I love astrology, and like I use astrology to know me more, to get to know my spirit, my soul on a soul level. Like, I don't just say like, oh, you're just a Leo. No, like, that's just one energy that I have within me, full of so many different energies that I embody. But like, even on a soul level, it's like I need those experiences, I need those conversations, I need those things that light me up. And then I'm like, oh, now that I've been living life to the fullest, now I can share what I've learned. I can, you know, open it up to the world and show people about my reality. But if I'm not having fun, and if I'm not really enjoying, like, I'm grateful to be alive, I'm grateful for my life, I'm grateful for all of these things, but I'm not really being inspired by my life, or not many things have been lighting me up, then it's like, it's kind of hard to create authentically. Like, it goes back to being a Leo. Like, it has to come from a heart space, you know what I mean? And so, like, when I hear people just like, just create just to create, like, it's just, don't take it too seriously. And granted, you know, that might work for certain people, you know, that might work for different people. That's okay. But for me, it's like, my heart has to feel expanded. And then I'm like, oh, I can't contain this energy. I must like share this. Like, it's just so overwhelming, even just for me. Like, I'm just so full of love. Like, I need to share that with somebody else, you know? And if I don't feel that, then it's just like, okay, I gotta go dip. Like, I gotta go silent. I gotta be in my own energy. I need to just live. Like, and that's kind of how I've been feeling. So I would be the one to take like 6 months hiatus and then pop back like, hey y'all, how y'all doing?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Like, what's going on? What I miss? But I feel like that is just so healthy for me. And especially like, it goes, and I operate like this in so many different facets. It's like, even in friendships, like, I don't need to know what everybody is doing every single minute of the day. That is not me. Like, I'm not that kind of person where I need to know what you ate, what you're doing, who you calling, who you talking to, who you know, who you whoop-de-wooing with. I don't need to know this information. Like, I feel like the best conversations happens when people get their time and their space in separation, and they live life, and then they come back with just all of these like fascinating things that happen in their reality, and then you share that, and you exchange that with somebody. Like, I feel like that is just like, that is deep intimacy for me, because in the little everyday, it's like, yeah, it's nice, but then like, okay, like, what do you want me to do with that information? Like, it's nothing. Like, I love a good story. It's almost like if this was a book, like, somebody just give me a page a day. That is not like that. There's no sustenance in that. Give me the whole fucking book. I need the entire book from what happened in this season of your life. That's what I need. And I promise you I can digest it. I promise you I'm gonna be fascinated. I'm gonna be sat, okay? I will be sat down, and I'll be like, damn, sis, like, you really ate that. Like, you ate that in that season. Now, what do you, like, in this next season, like, what you finna do? Like, I be fascinated. I be so intrigued. And I think that's where it comes from. It's like, if I'm not intrigued, if I'm not, like, curious about anything, if I'm not learning anything new, it's like, what is there to share, you know? What is there to share? There's nothing to share. There's nothing that I'm like interested in knowing. And that's why I made that video like on my TikTok. And I was just like, bro, like, you bitches don't inspire me. And listen, I hate, like, it is, don't, please, like, because people be having their pennies in a bunch. Like, what do you mean? Like, I live my best life. Like, to you, you do. But I'm just like, and this is not for me to, like, seek outside of myself to, you know, and always seek outside of myself to get that inspiration. No, it's not necessary. Like, you know, to be creative, like, you go within and then you have these, like, epiphanies and all of these different things, or you just have this urge to want to create and stuff. But I think for me, it's like, it's always nice to be fascinated with something in your reality. Like, even if it's just nature, like, and that's probably what's been going on too. I haven't been out in nature as much as I've been wanting to. And I love nature. And I think that's what it's necessary for me. But aside from nature, it's just like, I would like to be surrounded by people that really inspire me. Like, I'm looking, and it's like right in my reality, right next door. Like, I'm looking around, I'm like, dang, like, you really inspire me to want this for myself. Like, you're traveling, you're doing this, like, you're getting your bag, like, you're making boss moves. Like, I'm just so lit up by that. Like, but if all I see around me is struggle and survival, I'm just like, I'm not impressed by this. I'm trying to get out of survival. I'm trying to thrive. Like, survival does make my skin itch. It makes my skin itch, bitch. I'm so serious. Like, no, survival doesn't do it for me. It is not gonna cut it. Like, you know, it never has. It never has, and it never will. So when I'm just seeing everybody just in survival mode and just like, you know, I gotta get the money, I gotta just, you know, like, just like rats just running around, like, that's just not my cup of tea. You know, if it's for you, it's for you. That's okay. It's okay. I promise there's no judgment. But I'm saying for me, like, that doesn't inspire me to want to get up and want to create and want to, like, you know, live my best life. It just doesn't. Like, you know, it just doesn't. So I think that's why, like, I take these long hiatuses. Like, is that how you say it? Bitch, I don't know. I take this long of a hiatus only because, like, when I feel like I'm in a season where I'm like, okay, I need to shut up. Like, I just need to, like, take a step back, go back into solitude, reflect, and really, like, see where I'm going and really, like, understand, like, okay, this is where I came, like, this is where I've overcome. This is past version of me, and I'm walking into my next version of me, but I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what she looks like. I don't know what she embodies. I don't know what she's going to be focused on. You know, like, I think it's so important for me to take these moments to really, like, take a minute, you know, and sometimes it could be 2 months. Sometimes it could be 3 months. Oftentimes it's about 6 months, okay? Oftentimes it be long moments of time. And it's not that I'm just sitting back doing nothing. It's just more so I'm, like, really dive into my reality, and I'm really trying to, like, use my eyes to, like, really look not only in my reality, but look around me and see who are the people that are around me. Who am I attracting? Why am I attracting these people? You know, like, I take all aspects of my life into consideration when it comes to just trying to see, like, where I'm going. You know, what am I doing? What is my sole purpose? Like, these are, like, questions that I ask myself every damn day. And I be, like, so frustrated sometimes because it's just be like, I wish it was something so simple. Sometimes I do be wishing it was so simple, and I wish it was just like, this is what you're gonna do, this is where you need to go, boom, boom, boom. But it's never like that. Like I said, I'm deeply feminine. Like, I embody feminine energy to the core, to the max, okay? And it's never that structured way of living. Like, it's never like a finite answer. It's just more so, it could be this, but it could also be this. But then when you have this and you have this and you have this, it can all come together and it works as one. Like, that's what it gives. That's what it gives, and that is just feminine energy, and I love it. Don't get me wrong, but parts of me just be like, damn, bitch, I just be wanting to know. You know how some people just be coming out the womb and just be knowing exactly where they finna be going, exactly what they finna be doing. They just be knowing, and I be like, damn, it must be nice, you know? It must be nice. But yeah, like, it don't be happening for me. And, you know, I love the journey because it is all about the journey. The destination is the journey. But I think in these moments, in these blips of time, like, not many people talk about the frustration that comes along with not knowing the full reality, not knowing the full story. You know, you just gotta take that first step, and then the next step will appear, and then you take that next step, and then the next step will appear. But yeah, and I think that's just kind of how like my creative journey has been. Like, it will be on and off, like, okay, like that inconsistency. And as much as I want to be consistent, it's more so like I don't ever want to show up inauthentically, like, you know, because I cannot fake that. Like, I am one of those people where you can see it on my face, you can see it in what I'm producing, you can see all of these things. I don't have a poker face. I just don't. Like, you gonna know exactly how I'm feeling. You gonna know exactly, like, it's very much like black and white in the way that I feel. Like, I'm true fire, okay? Like, if it's like a bloop, if it's just like a little flicker, you gonna feel that little flicker, okay? You gonna feel that I don't have all of me in there, you know? But if it's like a boom, like, there is no mistaking how I feel in that moment. Like, this is not a facade. This is me to my, like, my authentic core. You know, this is me on a soul level that I'm giving to the people, and I'm inviting people in. So being in that space is kind of like, damn, like, I don't know. Like, you know, and it's so frustrating, but yeah, like, I love creating, but when you're in a space where you don't even want to do the one thing that you love doing, and oftentimes people jump all the way to the extreme of depression. Bitch, I'm not depressed. I promise you I'm not. I'm not depressed. I've seen myself depressed, okay? Shit ain't sweet. But this is not depression. This is more so just kind of like, it's almost like apathy, you know, like when you're apathetic, but it's more so like, that's one of the symptoms of depression, but it's not depression in itself. It's more so apathy. Like, and I think in order to overcome apathy, it's more so like getting into different spaces that really ignite that fire. Now, where those places are, I don't know. But like I said, I follow my curiosity and my, you know, just my intrigue. Like, I need to be intrigued because I'm always a student, and I'm like, ooh, I don't know about this. Teach me about this. And I think that's just so important. And that's kind of where I am in life. And y'all let me know if y'all feel the same way, or like, or y'all resonate on a soul level of like where I'm at and where I'm going. Because yeah, it's almost like I can know I'm going here. Like, I know this is what it kind of looks like. I just don't know the steps to get there. And I think that's more so the frustrating part. And that's why it goes back to where I said about like, it's frustrating being a blueprint and not having a blueprint for your reality, because you have to be that first one. You have to be the one to do it. You have to be the one to be away from family and like break the rules and like don't conform to what has always been done. You have to be the first one to do it. And everybody around you is being inspired by you doing it, but you're not necessarily inspired by the people that's around you, because you're placed in these different spaces in order for you to be a catalyst for other people in their journey. So what's frustrating for me, I'm able to easily tell people like, oh, but your journey, you're supposed to go here. Like, I can clearly see it for other people, but it's unclear for me. And that's the frustrating thing. Like, people just hear spiritual awakening, spiritual journey, and they just think that shit's sweet. Like, yes, it has its great moments. It has its mystical moments. But when you have moments like this, where you just like, damn, I be tapped in, but I don't be tapped in that much about what is destined for my life. I be tapped in for what's destined for everybody else, for everybody else's life, you know. And if we get into the claircognizance and all the clairs, like, that'd be a thing, because that claircognizant, oh girl, we locked in, like, baby, we locked in. It's almost like I just be having that feeling like, ooh, I know this is gonna be my last day here. And then it will just disappear. And then boom, it's my last day here. Like, that should be crazy. It just pops up. Like, I don't have no, like, there don't be no 2 weeks notice, no nothing. It just be like, today, pack your shit. Or even a friendship, it'll be like, you're not gonna be friends with her for that long. You're not gonna be friends with him for that long. You don't know when, but you know that's going to be the case. This is not a for lifer. This is just for a season. They don't know this yet, but this is going to be known. Like, this is known for you. And you can't say nothing to them because things have to happen in order for that to be the outcome. You just know the outcome. You just don't know the details as to why it happened the way that it happened. So you kind of have to like play along while knowing that this friendship, this job, this whatever is going to end. And that should be crazy. That should be actually crazy. Hey, that's kind of where I'm at in life. It's actually so insane. That's kind of where I'm at. It's just one of those things where I can know some things. I can feel it within my spirit, like, okay, this is not going to be forever, you know? And that can be the information that I have, but everything else is just in the air. You know, it's just in the air. It's just flowing, you know, because we all have free will. We all have a choice. We all have all the things, but sometimes it must be nice. Like, it must be nice to have that sure knowing, like, this is the next step that I have to take. I have to be here. And that's kind of where I'm like, even just coming on here and expressing how I'm feeling and what's going on, this was like the clear step in knowing like, okay, I need to get this off my chest. I haven't been yapping. I love to yap. So let me just talk about what's been happening. And then maybe there will be people that resonate with what I'm saying, and you know, and they can share, and then we can have more conversations and I can open up again, because that's why it's necessary for me to take that gap. And when I come back, I'm like, okay, boom, this is what's been happening. Now that I've been so present in my reality, I'm able to come and, you know, be on my virtual reality and really share what's been going on in my reality and opening it up to other people that can resonate. And yeah, and I think that's what even allowed me to get on social media in the first place. It was kind of like, I'm looking around, I'm like, you bitches don't inspire me. I gotta go online. I feel like so many of us have done that. Like, that has been our journey. We're just kind of like looking around, like, our family ain't doing it. These people ain't doing it. Like this friend ain't doing it. Nobody doing it. So I gotta be the one to do it. So let me go on here. Let me look for people. Let me look for community. And I think that's what it's all about. It is all about finding that community, because oftentimes, especially people that are the blueprint for their realities, it's like, we're not gonna have the family from our upbringing that are our soul families. It's not gonna be them. You know, it's not gonna be them. As much as, you know, it doesn't even have to be out of like resentment or anything like that, or out of any negative energy or anything like that. It's just more so like, I don't need the very people that are so used to my past versions of me holding me back from the version of me that I'm trying to be. You know what I mean? So like, if people that have known you forever, have known you throughout your entire life, they see you and they see the version of you that you're trying to become, oftentimes they project past version of you as if you're not growing every day. And so that perception, those perceptions of past versions of me and the perceptions that they have of me often get me in a bind, because I'm not able to outgrow the perceptions that they have of me. And I feel like that's just kind of why I've always chosen the path that not many people like to go on. It's like, okay, everybody going this way, let me go this way. You know, like, because why doesn't anybody want to go this way? Let me find out. Like I said, curiosity. Listen, I'm very curious. I'm like, what is that about? Like, I don't let fear hold me back. And even if there is fear, it's like, okay, there's a reason there's fear here. There's something to learn, because fear is a teacher. Why am I afraid of this? Let me dive deeper into this and see why I am fear of this. Is it a past life? Is it like, you know, is it generational trauma? Like, 9 times out of 10, it is. What is the reason as to why I'm feeling this fear right now? And let me overcome this so it doesn't have to be a hindrance on my journey. And yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at right now. So this is a long video. Like I said, I am a long form content. So even if I, you know, dip for like 6 months, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna provide quality. I'm gonna provide, like, quality conversations. And that's what it's all about. It's like, let's get to the depths. Okay, let's get to the depths of our soul. That's what I'm here about. I'm here all about that. I'm here all about depth. Okay, and that's probably why not a lot of people can last along my journey, especially for a lifer. Like, you gotta meet, I'm like an ocean. You gotta swim. You gotta swim pretty deep, okay? Because if anything, everything is just surface level, it's gonna be cute, but you ain't gonna get nothing from me. You're not gonna get vulnerability. You're not gonna get anything. You're just gonna get like Big Leo. You see how I started that video like that, and then now here we are. That's crazy, but that's kind of how I am. I flow. I start in the shallow waters, and then it gets deep, deep, deep. It started to get a little cold because we deep in the ocean, baby. There ain't no light. There ain't nothing. We deep, deep. And I think people get a little scared before they get to this version of Petra. So if you made it this far, you're a deep soul. And I appreciate you getting this far and you receiving what I've been saying and what I've been spitting, because yeah, not many people can hang in my current reality. So let me know if you can hang. But yeah, that's all I got to say, y'all. I hope y'all are very well. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope y'all are flowing, growing, and glowing. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this video so I can put out more content, because let's make it a streak, okay? It doesn't have to be every day, maybe once a week. I don't want to do too much too soon before I burn out. And we can talk about that on the next time, okay? But yeah, y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all next time. Peace and love.